young people who got up every morning and went to work. My mother worked all her life, 2 jobs. My father worked. We was never on any government assistance. And I wasn't raised that way. What we had, we kept it clean, and we was taught values. And my mother always told me, she was telling me the story when she was a little girl, about, they was raised in Quitman, Louisiana. That's up around right in that Alexandria area, a little town called St. Rest Community. My grandmother owned her own little public business there years ago, and back then that was not, you know, in that area that was not supposed to be. Well, she had an uncle called Uncle Richard, and they say, my wife got a chance to meet them when we got married the first time, and boy, I think the first time she probably met him, she probably was, oh my God, I'm married to a black hillbilly family. Boy, you would have to, I'll have to tell you, probably Aunt Sailor saw you, she would say, oh, that was my boy. And she said, that's Kenny's boy. And boy, they were the most friendly country folks you ever want to meet, and they were hard-working people. But she used to tell me the story of her Uncle Richard on her way to school. And he always had an old mule and a wagon. And he would give them a ride. And he would drop people off, he would drop them off, all of them on that wagon, and if they got to their destination or close to it, he would drop them off. Well, back in those days, she got a chance, she actually took me there and showed me where they had to walk to school. That was a long ways. And I looked at my mother and I said, boy, that was a long way to walk. She said, yes, but she said, but we would leave. She said, Uncle Richard, we would get on his wagon, and she said, and some mornings that wagon didn't come. She said, when it did come, she would tell the mother, you know, when they go home and say, you know, Uncle Richard gave us a ride. She said, her mother looked at her one day and she said, Mary, that was her mother's name, she said, Mary, I don't want you to get used to that wagon. She said, because someday that wagon may not be there. It is time we tell these people who's been riding this wagon too long, we're going to push you off. You are going to help pull this wagon. And that's the attitude we need in Washington. We need a push and pull attitude in Washington. We have got to tell these people the ride is over. And we've got to leave it. I saw people who were raised in families, working families, completely take a 360-degree change. Why? Because the liberal movement in this country told them, you don't have to do all that to make it in this country. Beat the system, and I'm better off than you. That's not what America's about. Talk about this sheriff down in Nogales, Arizona. Well, I've been to Nogales, Arizona several times. I've been on that board, and I've been down in Brownsville. That was a problem 15, 20 years ago. That problem didn't just happen. And when you talk about that sheriff, I admire him for his courage. And we should stand behind a man like that. Because what he did, it proves what I've been saying all along. Change started in you. One person can make a difference. It is time, newcomers, that's why we're here tonight, because you came to make a difference. And we need you to help make a difference and take this country back. When you talk about Nogales, Arizona, it's sad that the federal government is going to sue Arizona. I'm being nice, but I'm angry. Eric Holder don't even know how to try a terrorist.
He didn't read a 10-page bill.
But he's going to sue Arizona for doing the right thing. I don't believe in amnesty. I believe there is a way, the Constitution has a way for everyone to come to this country. We cannot allow amnesty to happen in this country. It is wrong, it is against the law, and I will stand against it, and I will speak out against it. And let me tell you something, they are not going to let this die easy. Why? Because The Democrats realize one thing. If they allow people to feed from the trough, they know they will vote for them. That's not the America I want. I want an America that is America, and I do not apologize for being an American, and I never will. And it's time we learn to let people know that when you're out, and yes, those people who the media want to take a picture of and show pictures of Obama, keep fighting. Stay encouraged. I was talking to a good friend I met, and I enjoyed talking to her, because we shall reap in due season if we faint not. But we need a senator who's going to go to Washington and take Louisiana values, not because it keeps getting him reelected, but because he truly believes in the people of Louisiana and he believes in those values. That is what this election is about. For some say that you do not have a choice, you do have a choice. You can keep doing business as usual, or we can start sending common, ordinary people to Washington who will take a common sense approach to solving the complex problems that face this nation, because they are many. I want to see small businesses who are family-owned business, truly family-owned business, and that you can pass your business down to your children. Why do the federal government tax children who work in your family business? In my Freedom Economic Act, I want children who are under the age of 21 years old, if they're working for mother and their mother and father, they will pay no income tax and no federal payroll tax, period. And that is what America is about, and that's what's going to put America back to work, and that's how we're going to build strong businesses in this country again. We have got to stop this foolishness of tax, tax, tax. We have got to learn to cut. Not talk about it and then increase it over here. We have got to take bold action, and we're going to need a senator who's going to take bold action and stand on his beliefs and never compromise that belief. That is how America is going to get its financial house back in order. That is a national security issue. How can you lead the world if your financial house is not in order? We owe China our debt. I questioned Mr. Vitter and Rodney Alexander about the war in Iraq. I was called unpatriotic. I was called many other things. I received some bad. They kind of ostracized me because I didn't agree with the war. I supported my troops. I had cousins to go to Iraq. We had no business in Iraq. Number one, Iraq, Saddam Hussein did not attack us on 9/11. No. It was Al-Qaeda. And I've said this, and I'll say it, and I know I'm right about it. We have the best special forces in the world, and it do not take a whole United States Army to go at a bunch of vagabonds. That is not what America is about. We are a better nation than that, and we're smarter than that. The second question I asked him was this. As a conservative, why are we going to fight our enemy's enemy? Do that make sense to you? Iraq and Iran were enemies. You go in and you annihilate your enemy's enemy. Why didn't you pass a bill and give each one of them a bullet? That's common sense. And just let them shoot each other. It's common sense. Now, that's the way common folks think. But we send our boys in and spend billions of dollars